What is going on, everybody? We're here taking a first look at the Tesla Cybertruck, and yes, I am doing my audio in post because, of course, you know, something had to go wrong with my recording, but no big deal. So we're here. First, we're going to check out the bed, and in person, it does look bigger than in pictures, but for some reason, it still looks like a little smaller than I would expect, but objectively looking at it, it's going to have plenty of room. Of course, it'll have a lot more room than my current Model Y does. But there's tons of space in here for everything you need, and I'm just going in and picking up the sub-trunk storage, and when I picked that up, that actually has a lot more space in it than I would have expected from the pictures I've seen. So there's a decent amount of sub-trunk storage in the bed of the truck, on top of having the frunk and the whole bed of the truck and everything like that. So really good seeing all this storage in the Cybertruck. Going around and looking at the wheels here. On the tips on the aero caps here, you can see that they're rubber, and that is speculated so that if you air down, you're doing some off-roading, then you will not kind of snap your aero caps. You won't have them fall off or anything. Not that you really need aero as you're off-roading, but then you can leave them on. You don't have to take them off to do your off-roading. Cybertruck is getting decently dirty here. Mine will be much dirtier than this, and we'll be taking advantage of that. But it feels really cool to actually finally touch a Cybertruck. I've never been this close to one, and this is the final production version of the Cybertruck. So going around here, when you look at the door, it's open to almost a 90-degree angle. This door opens so wide. It is great for getting in and out of the truck. It's going to be super easy, and it's going to be really nice. So I love to see that. Complaint in my current Teslas is the doors always want to close on you when you're trying to get in and out. They don't open wide enough. Here is the window switch. It looks kind of cyber-y, and it's really big compared to the window switches in the current Tesla vehicles. It's probably like 2 to 2.5 times the size. And then you have the door open button, even though it kind of looks like it's opening the front door, not the back door. It's pretty obvious. And that button is a physical button. It is not capacitive. The windows do look to be double paned to help with noise and insulation. And then on top of that, they are supposed to be shadow resistant or something, but we don't know exactly what we're going to be getting with those windows in terms of, you know, the test that they tried at Unveil where they did crack, but they didn't let the ball go through. Front door doesn't open quite as wide as the back door, but still pretty good. I would say it's pretty normal. And then you have the same switches on the side there. We have the ambient lighting that we're checking out, and the room in here is amazing. So just getting some pictures here of the screen and checking everything out. I mean, it's really amazing to be seeing this Cybertruck. Now, I didn't expect this piece to be here above my head. I thought it just was glass all the way up, and then there was glass in the back. I don't know if that has something to do with the aftermarket light accessory at the top or what's going on, but that seems to just be part of the truck. So the front windshield is huge, and it does definitely give you that Model X vibe. Feels really nice. The sun visors are awesome, though. They are massive. They get much bigger than the sun visors in any other Tesla vehicle. Really happy to see that. And then they attach to the side there with magnets, just kind of like on the Model X. You see that little piece goes in and out, and when you push that back, it just magnetizes to stick onto there. But that's going to block a lot of sun. That's always a complaint of mine in other Tesla vehicles, is I get a lot of sun in my eyes. And then just a little interesting thing, this piece here on the sun visor, the whole thing physically moves back and forth as you're moving that sun visor, so a pretty interesting way to solve that problem from Tesla there. So I'm just going to go into the menu here, act like this is my truck, why not? And we're going to open the glove box, and I was very surprised to see it opens like a drawer instead of dropping down, and it slides out very nicely. There's some pieces in here I don't want to mess with, I don't know what they're for. And then you just barely touch it, and it slides right back into place. So we'll do that one more time. We'll open it, it slides out like a nice drawer, and it slides right back in. I actually love that implementation. It's very cool. You can also see in the center there is where your key cards are and everything. That's how you can start the truck if you don't have the phone app. It's just like the Model S and X, works just like that. We have all-weather floor mats in here. I don't know if those will come standard or not, but I would hope so, especially in a truck. You don't want carpet down there. Now, this big open space I'm not a huge fan of, but I'm hoping that they're going to have some aftermarket accessories that we can put in there, kind of utilize all of that empty space there. Coming around to the front, you can see the frunk opening. It is a powered open and closed frunk. Thankfully, Tesla's first, and it's really nice to finally see that. It does almost take out Kim there, but she has some good reflexes, and she dodges it. So that would have not been good. The lights in the front look really good. I'm loving the light bar on top of the LED lights we have in the front. All right, so going around to the driver's side here, we can check out the giant windshield wiper. It does look to be all one piece. I think some earlier prototypes, it looked like it was just two smaller wipers kind of on top of each other. It was honestly hard to tell, even getting really close up to it and looking at it, if it was one giant wiper or kind of two separate pieces, but either way, it does the job, and we'll get to see it here in a second, actually wiping off the windshield from some of this Texas rain. All right, so checking out the windshield wiper here, it looks real goofy in person. I mean, whatever, it gets the job done. I don't actually care that much, but it does look pretty silly. And then it's also funny to see it stop at the bottom here. So obviously in most vehicles, the windshield wipers stay at the bottom and they're kind of hidden under the hood. And that helps with aero. Well, in Cybertruck, you can't do that, so they keep it in the vertical position, which is basically the best you're going to get in terms of aero. It also does a great job of wiping the windshield. I don't know why there was any doubt in that. Some people were doubting it was going to wipe enough of the windshield to cover the cameras or be sufficient for the driver or even the passenger, but it very clearly is getting plenty of the windshield. And then I wanted to check out the mirrors here and see if there was any like obvious way to take these off, and it doesn't seem obvious. Now, we've seen pictures online where they were off before. It looks like you may be able to just lift it straight up. Of course, I didn't want to, do that on this Cybertruck. That's not mine. All right, so first look at the Tesla Cybertruck. I am super excited. I can't believe I got to see it up close. It's been 4 years of waiting, but here we finally are. I am even more excited to take delivery of mine. As long as that range number is looking okay, I'm still a little skeptical. I would like well over 300 miles of range on my Cybertruck, especially in the winter. That is really not that much, despite a lot of people saying it's plenty. In the winter, when you lose a lot of range, it's you could always use more. And then a few more pieces of information I want to throw in here that I didn't have at time of filming. Tesla is releasing pieces of information from the delivery event. I saw there is some under seat storage for the back seats. You can lift the back seats up and it actually keep things fairly organized. I don't know what is in there. It looks like a vacuum or something. I have no idea. I think it was just to kind of demonstrate you could hold stuff, but I'm not sure if that's part of the truck. We saw the 10 camping accessory and it leaves some space below that, so you're kind of like floating in the air. I assume that is so you can fit the extended battery down there. So my overall thoughts, I wish prices were a little better, although I don't find them outrageous. On top of that, I wish the battery range was a bit better as well. Overall, I think it is worth the package, and I do think I will go forward with my order on the Cybertruck. Can't wait to get to drive one. Hope you enjoyed this one. You'll see me in the next video.